make sure you listen to my daddy's podcast right now. It's the best show in the world.
And this is the Cards Face Up Podcast, and I am your host, Mr. Ty Hill. Today, we got a segment called Entrepreneur Pop-Up Shop with the Cards Face Up Podcast. That's right, Entrepreneur Pop-Up Shop with the Cards Face Up Podcast. This is our chance to give people the spotlight, all entrepreneurs the spotlight of different walks of life, and actually showcase their product. Today, we have three special guests on there. First one we're going to talk about is Less Than 10. That's Miss Nikki. Then we also have the J Curve Mentality, which is Mr. Jason. And we also have a platform that is allowing these entrepreneurs here to actually be able to broadcast on it, well, promote on that platform. And that's Mr. Fred. We have these three people aboard, and they're going to tell you all about their product. So first of all, I want to introduce you guys like I just did. I want y'all to be able to say hello to everybody. So please say hello and let them know what your product is again.
Yo, how you doing?
Your name? I know I just
Fred.
said Fred.
I know it's that time of the day. I'm Fred Wallace, CEO of Myexpressly.com. And I guess I'll get further into it as we go into the interview, Ty.
Exactly. And Mr. Jason, say hello to the world.
How you guys doing? My name is Jason, the owner and creator of the J Curve Mentality, basically where I combine exercise and healing all in one, so that you do this, so that it combines both together, so you don't have to go to different places to find out how to heal and exercise at the same time, because they are actually one conglomerate versus two division, right?
Got you. And Miss Nikki, introduce yourself, please, and your product.
Hello, my name is Nicole or Nikki, either one, it doesn't matter. And I am the owner of Less Than 10 LLC. And we create whole body care products. And I'll get further into it once we go further into the interview.
Got you. Now, Mr. Fred, I want to start off with you. You have a platform that I felt was very, very unique, which is why I wanted you guys on here. That platform is Myexpressly.com. Can you tell us exactly what's unique about that platform?
Well, I think Jason had alluded to it earlier. You have a lot of people, especially nowadays. I won't say post-COVID, because I feel like we're still in a COVID state here. That are a lot more health conscious. They're a lot more conscious of the energy that they keep around them, the stuff that they put on their bodies, and the stuff that they ingest in their bodies. But a lot of people don't know where to start when it comes to fitness. So, instead of making it a smorgasbord, I wanted to kind of narrow the scope, I guess, streamline the process, which was to make Myexpressly a place where those who are trying to get healthy, those who are looking for healthy solutions and healthy options for, products that they put on their bodies, products that they use for supplements in terms of health, just different things in terms of the energy that you keep in and outside of your body. Created Myexpressly for that. I don't know if this helps out, but I wanted to expand a little bit further on it. Me and Nikki were the first ones. I've known Nikki forever. And, she was the first brand that was brought to me, and I loved what she was doing in her own space. And so, I brought an idea to her that what we were trying to do with Expressly basically was to, create this platform for people that were trying to, find healthy solutions. And she loved it. And a mutual friend between me and Jason brought Jason to me. And it just started kind of forming it. You know what I mean? You know how when you are trying to create something, you don't necessarily know what it is that you're creating. But as each piece and as each entrepreneur was introduced to me, it just started kind of taking a form. And I'm like, well, if we can all get together, we can create a space where those who are trying to, get healthier can just come, and they don't have to, we can politic, fellowship, and find the solutions for what it is you're trying to do.
Got you. Now, one thing that stuck out most about your platform is this dynamic, even down to this three people dynamic right here, why I wanted to have y'all three on my platform is, Fred, you don't actually have a product. Mm-hmm. So you're just a platform for products.
Mm-hmm.
I
look at it like, to expand, I look at it like the Whole Foods of e-commerce. You know what I mean? Or the security mall of e-commerce. You know, like the platform is the platform. It's like a mall. You know what I mean? You go to the mall, you go to the stores that you want to shop in those stores. So each one of these businesses that you're speaking to right now, they have a store within security mall, for lack of better words. And you can go to each one of those stores and find what it is that you're looking for. So I don't provide a product. I more or less provide the house where we all are. You know what I mean?
I love how you just now put it as a mall. So
Yeah.
let's hop into some of these stores. You know, we're going to hop over onto less than 10 stores. So we're going to walk in there with Miss Nikki. We're going to say, what's up, Miss Nikki? How you doing? She's going to say, hey. Right? That's how it's going
Of
to go.
course. Yeah. I'm definitely going to greet you when you come through the door. Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Miss Nikki, when we walk inside your store, what's unique about your product? Can you tell us what is making us want to stay in here and just touch and feel on every product inside this store?
Besides me, well, 85% of the products that I produce are 100% natural. And the goal basically, like Jason said, is to understand that nature can provide everything that you need, like across the board. It's really, no need to go outside of nature. And the reasoning for the chemicals basically is because the companies, they can't patent natural things. They can't patent DNA. They can't patent things that grow out of the ground. So they mimic these things so they can try to get the benefits that the natural things can give you. So with my company, basically, I can bring them those things directly to you without the use of chemicals. Now, mind you, the chemicals do make some of the products more affordable. The chemicals do make the products have a longer shelf life, sustainability, or whatever. But they, ultimately, in introducing these products to your body in the long run, are going to introduce things that may not affect you now, but may affect you 10, 15, 20 years from now. So what I try to do is I try to just make good stuff, And the name of my company, Less Than 10, actually started off because I was trying to make products with less than 10 ingredients. But I realized that I just love putting good stuff in there. So once I start putting essential oils and different butters and different, I macerate my own oils and, infuse my own oils. So once I start diving into my craft, it just expanded. So I was like, less than 10 has to, I can't put it in a box. So I couldn't tell you at this point what less than 10 stands for, but in a nutshell,
It's, it's all good. I like that. I like the origin story because that was actually one of my questions. So, Miss Nikki, what do we see inside this store? Tell us some of the products that we're going to see when we walk inside the store. We know what's in it. We know it's natural. We know it's healthy. We know we've seen all the, not to give slander to the other name brand things that we know, but we've seen some of them link back to cancer and all of those other things, the unhealthy things that we put on our body, even down to the oil and the grease and stuff like that, lotions and things of sort. So what are we going to see inside the Less Than 10 store that's inside this Myexpressly mall?
Well, the great thing is that Nicole is a creator, so she just likes to make stuff. So you'll find a little bit of everything. I do body bars, I do shampoo bars, I make Castiles, liquid Castile soap, body butter, creams, all sorts of stuff. Like it's all sorts of stuff, but I do them in small batches, mostly because when I came out of my career, the goal was not to be a slave. So I refuse to be a slave to anybody, and that's including customers. So I do small batches. So I'm not stressed out and I'm not frustrated, But of course, as my business grows, I'll incorporate, things as I need to, But I have a little bit of everything for everyone,
You left out that She has a beard oil. Y'all know, gentlemen. I know y'all might be thinking when she said body butters and things. She also has a beard oil that I love. So
Yes,
she
yes,
has a
yes.
lot of
And
stuff
let me
inside that
also,
store, and that's when she's doing so that store.
yeah, not to cut you off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But I really try
Good.
I really try to lean towards medicinal things. So I don't really like to use fragrance oils, even though I do because people like smell goods. So I do try to do some things with smell goods. But a lot of my products will have essential oils. They'll have things with medicinal properties in them. So all of them may not, smell like strawberries and, fruit pops, but they're good for you. They're good for your body. They're good for your hair, for your scalp. They're basically they're medicine for your body, in a nutshell, for the
Wonderful,
topical
wonderful.
parts of your body.
Wonderful. I love it. I love it. So come on, we're gonna skip on right over. We're gonna skip over to the J Curve section of the mall. And I'm
All
guessing
right.
by his background
Right
right
on.
now, the theme inside the store is going to be purple and gold, representing Kobe Bryant and the
Oh,
Lakers. You feel me? So I'm
snap.
guessing
Oh,
that's going to be
snap.
the theme inside your store, right over there at the J
Oh,
Curve
snap.
mentality. So tell us. I want to know. I want to know what's the origin behind that, behind the whole coming up with this, and what are we going to find inside that store?
Yeah, definitely. The origin actually comes from Dr. Sebi and his teaching. I was,
Rest in peace.
hmm?
Rest in
I
peace
was,
to Dr. Sebi.
correct, Alfredo Bowman. I was a trainer at Planet Fitness for a lot of years. And in there, we have to give basically consultations. And we would do 2 a day, and I would talk to about 10 people. 8 out of the 10 people had cancer. For 2 years straight. That's all I hear. Cancer, 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 cancer. The other 2 people, high blood pressure, yada, 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 right? So when Dr. Sebi's information came out that the body's electrical, and once you address that issue, everything starts to heal itself. So, we know his history. It was healing cancer, healing AIDS, yada, yada, yada. So it dawned on me, because I was also an athlete. So let me bring it back a little bit. I was a junior national champion at 18, and then I went overseas and competed in the high jump, long jump, and triple jump. I went overseas and competed, and I was ranked 6th in the world. So when I came back, I started gaining weight. And so I became a vegetarian to try to keep my body weight down so I could compete. But then that wasn't the right way to go. So long story short, I got injured. But anyways, to connect the 2 stories together, when I heard about Dr. Sebi healing people, it made me think that, well, if you could take somebody from sick or death to normal, you should be able to take somebody from normal to superhuman, right? So during my studies, my travels, my reaching out, I was training a lady whose husband actually went to a class that Dr. Sebi had, and he was able to get the notes. So he gave me the notes, and I have a degree from Purdue University in health science. So I took the notes, the Eastern, the Western teachings, and I put it together. And I was just like, yo, there is a big miseducation about the body that Nikki was saying when she said the plants and everything like that. So I started piecing everything together, and then finally it made sense and it clicked, right? And so I had to prove my theory. Like you got to show and tell, right? And to keep in mind, I'm 46. So a lot of people think I'm 30, but I'm not.
Definitely.
So to keep in mind, you have to show and prove. If you say, yeah, it works, then you got to show up, right? So this year I entered into the United States Track and Field Masters League. So that's like the 30 and over, right? And I followed everything that my understanding knew about the body as far as healing and exercise. And I took 2 golds and 1 silver. I won the high jump, I won the triple jump, and I took silver in the long jump. And not only that, like I said, I'm 46 and I beat the 30-year-olds. So I was beating people 16. You can look it up. It's on Google right now. So I'm the 2022 Masters champion because I followed that. So it made me make the products that you see addressing, and when you walk in or you see, you're going to see different categories of different ailments. So you're going to see something for your lungs. You're going to see something for your nerves. You're going to see something for like your vitamins. You will see CMOS, right? But what it is all these things help you build muscle. All these things help you run faster. So in a way, you are exercising to get your body, but at the same time, you're healing yourself because it's all one thing. Because the one thing the body needs to heal is circulation. It's got to move everything around. In order to do that, you have to pump your heart. In order to pump your heart, you got to move, right? So it's all connected. And so when I realized that, and then one of the formulas that I was taught was that 2/3 of your energy comes from the sun, 1/3 of your energy comes from food, because the whole idea of your body is to extract the energy from the sun, because we are actually light beings.
He's dropping them jewels.
When you eat the things that Nikki provide, when you go into the store and you see my CMOS, you see my cordyceps ratio, you see these things, what happens is, so a little gym, right? A lot of people are like, protein, we got to get the protein. Protein builds muscle. That's a miseducation, because what I ask people is, once you consume the protein, what does your body do with it? It breaks it down into something called amino acids, and then it rearranges it into a protein, which is skin, whatever, right? But then what does it break it down to from amino acids? It breaks it down into minerals, rocks, little tiny rocks, because rocks reflect light. They are, you see what are insulators, and they're conductors of light. That's what your body does. So when you eat, you can't take a rock out of the ground, it's iron, so to speak. That's the major mineral in our blood, right? If we don't have it, we get anemic. You can't reach in the ground and take iron and start chewing it. So plants' roots are always in the ground, digesting the rock and making it a digestible liquid, so that when you take it, you have light. That is the whole thing. So when you eat foods that are processed and all of that is designed to start stripping minerals, which they'll call calcium and bone and different things out of your body, so that your light is being diminished. So when you go into the store, you're going to see different things that address different parts of the body, so that you can be more of an illuminate being. Because at the end of the day, the body runs off electricity. The body is a battery, right? So in order for me to reach out and grab something, my brain had to send an actual electrical current through something called the nerves, the motor neuron. And what it does is it shocks the muscle in order it to move. Now, if I can amplify that energy, then I should be able to pick up more weight, or I should be able to run faster, because now I'm getting more of a wattage. And that's what I did when I did the track and field. I just increased my wattage by eating these minerals, or things that nature already provides, like Nikki had mentioned before. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the nomenclature that they do. You see? And so to Nikki's point, when they give you the medication or they give you that, what they do is they do extract the one element that helps and disregard everything else, and then give that to you and amplify it, right? But we know everything in this universe is about balance. So they're removing the balance and giving you imbalance, right? Because a banana has a lot of sugar, but it also has dietary fiber. Dietary fiber cancels out the sugar, right? So when you eat a banana, the fiber takes out the sugar, you're balanced. If I eat a cookie, 30 grams of sugar, 0 dietary fiber, I'm taking in 30 grams of crack. If you want, it is what it is. Right. And that starts eating away. So at time, they start to say, oh, you're getting old, it's age. No, it's not. We're slowly stripping that stuff away from you, right? And then we're affecting how you eat, which means we're affecting how you think.
So basically over there at the J-curve mentality, and I'm only cutting you off just because of the time with me. I want to make sure that y'all being heard what you're saying. So basically over there at J-curve mentality, and over there at Less Than 10, y'all are providing all of the things that we have taken out of our body throughout the years. Y'all putting that back in, and that's basically what your platform is giving. I'm sorry, your super mall that you have created over there, Mr. Fred, with myexpressly.com. Your myexpressly.com is basically a platform where artisans can put things that make people back to where we're supposed to be, to get us back into a natural state, a more healthier place. Am I getting that right? I just want to make sure I'm reading everything right, Mr. Fred. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely, 110%. I wasn't expecting the jewels that both Nikki and Jason dropped. I mean, I mean, we, I hear them. Like the things you just heard are things that I hear all the time. I'm so happy that they articulated it that is why we created it. You know what I mean? Was to make it easier for those who are, you got those that are into fitness. You got those that, are already that know about natural and organic, health and beauty products. And then you have those that don't know. So now there's a place where both can come, not to mention entrepreneurs as well. We want to expand. We want them all to be big. You know what I mean? Like I want more in terms of stores.
That was going to be my next question.
Right. You know what I mean? So
you are looking for other artisans to set up shop next to next to these two great artisans right here, these two entrepreneurs with these beautiful products. You're looking for more artisans to actually set up inside this mall too?
Well, I can actually announce we just brought in a CBD guy who's going to be doing health and beauty as well, pet treats for your pet, and for that part of it. And so yeah, we're bringing on more. I just made that announcement today. We just got that deal done today. So we're expanding the network, and the goal is to bring in as many as we can. You know what I mean? I want to bring in as many folks as we can to help, just like what Jason said, is to take your body from human to superhuman. You know what I mean? Wonderful. Like I love what Jason just said about, people think you're getting older. I'm 46 and I feel wonderful, man. Like I feel great. Like I live in the gym. I try to keep pretty much a strict diet. And I stay away from processed stuff. I speak with Nikki often, and she's giving me knowledge, so much knowledge on what things to use on my body in terms of like what like I don't have a beard, so I can't do the beard. Like, you know what I mean? I can't do what you're doing over there, Ty. But but in terms of like body butters, things that I should that you should use to clean yourself, things that you should use to wash your hair, like all of the different things you need to use as opposed to using the chemicals. Like the chemicals do so much damage to you physically. On down to toothpaste, like you have, toothpaste has so many chemicals in it, and it's like, well, damn, I need to brush my teeth. You know what I mean? But so what do I use? So I want to bring in as many people and it's not just for, health and beauty and supplements. When you want to relax, you know what I mean? Like my cousin told me, I believe that lavender was the scent that brings calming, soothing. You know what I mean? I think that was the way it was explained. And I want to bring in those that do. I want a candle maker so bad. You know what I mean? Like I want to find somebody that does candles so bad. So, for that part too.
What's the name? Again, just for time, I hate to seem like I'm cutting y'all off. I just don't want it to be too long and we stray away from the point. So, Fred, how do everybody get in touch with you? We know myexpressly.com is where they go at to find these great artisans right here, right? How do everybody get in touch with you personally for the other entrepreneurs that want to come on board and say, hey, I am that candle maker. Hey, I am that person that you meet over there. How do they get in touch with Fred from myexpressly.com?
All you have to do is send me an email at fred@twgbiz.com. fred@twgbiz.com. If you send me an email, I'll reach right back out to you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now we get over there to Jason, my man Jason, that just now dropped all those great jewels. I know that they can find your product for the J Curve mentality at myexpressly.com, but how can they actually talk to you? Because it seems like they need to be over there talking to you as well. And I'm sure some people want to hear you and hear these things, sit in the middle of the mall and let you rap to them again. How do they reach you personally, my brother?
I'm on Instagram, J Curve Mentality. You can DM me. You can also email me at jmcginnis32@gmail.com. So be JMCGINNIS, the number 32 at gmail.com. And if you just type in J Curve Mentality in Instagram, you'll see all my videos of workouts, and I put little jewels on there about light and what to eat, just stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Now, Miss Nikki, we go over there to get in touch. I know, again, we can find all of your products, Miss Nikki, over there at myexpressly.com. They want to hear from you. What soap should I be using? What toothpaste? All those things. How do they reach Miss Nikki personally?
Well, there will be products that will be exclusive to Myexpressly, but I have a bunch of other products that they can check my website out, which is www.lessthan10.info, or they can email me at lessthan10@lessthan10.info, or social media. I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I have probably about less than 100 followers. So anyone that wants to come and, and show me some mercy by following me,
yeah, me too.
I would greatly appreciate it, But another thing is, I also want to mention the fact that I as well do a local thing, because I am in the Baltimore, Maryland area. And within the next month, I'll be doing a little mobile refill situation, because I try to encourage recycling, reuse, and, basically the premise of it is that I create I bring my soaps. I have my liquid Castile soaps, but I have all these things in bulk. I have free containers, stuff that I save and I sanitize, and I can even bring the free containers. You can bring containers out of your home. You can do, bring whatever you want. And it saves in price, and it saves our planet from single-use plastics and single-use containers. And if you're local, I can come right to you. I can fill your container up. It'll be a nice price. And, it's a selfish type of situation. It'll help me, and it'll help you as well. But everything else can be found, of course, at Myexpressly or Less Than 10.
Wonderful. I want to thank you three for coming aboard. I want to thank y'all for giving us all this information. I'm going to thank y'all in advance from the fans and the listeners and all about, I like to call them family, not fans. They're family. I'm going to thank y'all for advance, because it's in advance for them, because I know they enjoy this information that y'all giving us today. One thing that y'all need to know about myexpressly.com that I just now figured out as well. These articles right here, you can find special, and Miss Nikki just now said it, and it made so much sense. You can go to them to get those products that they have, but they also on myexpressly.com have some exclusive stuff. So when your other artisans are out there thinking, man, well, I'm gonna do that when I'm Miss Nikki, I got my own website. That's because Miss Nikki got the great stuff on her website, and she got some exclusive stuff over there at myexpressly.com. Fred, Jason, and Nikki, I appreciate y'all. This has been an episode of the Entrepreneur Pop-Up Shop with the Cards Face Up podcast. Hey, make sure y'all reach out to them. Like, subscribe, follow them, all of those good things. And y'all know what to do with the Cards Face Up. Like, subscribe, follow. We on all of your favorite platforms. Make sure y'all do. Peace.
See.